Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... So we're finally here. I think I said something similar with the finale, but yes, we are back with the newest thing to do with the Music Freaks, the one that I initially decided not to watch in lieu of in favor of the finale, is what I meant to say. Again, well, something's wrong with me today. And that was because, as I thought to myself, well, I would like to watch something musically today because this just came out, and for purposes of the algorithm, it makes sense to watch something related to that in order to get some good old search terms going. And then I realized, or when I say I realized, I looked into this today actually, that this video is a prequel. So none of that mattered anyway. So I guess instead of getting the prequel back then, the finale now, it's the finale back then and the prequel now. So just the way that things worked out. And it seems that the stars have indeed aligned, because there are a couple people who either wanted to reserve a spot and seem to be very happy to have done so, or are here currently. So before we get into the pinned comments in the chat, let's introduce the guest that is currently here right now, Aidan Best.
Hello. Also, Jacob, the
Yeah.
starting soon screen?
Oh, yeah, I saw your private chat. You wanted to see if I had that without
Without
my
your
character on
OC.
it. I might do.
Or could you
I'm
recreate that, because you probably used free pick and added the starting soon thing or something? I don't know.
well, I most likely did that. So again, if I have my personal files, I haven't cleared off my computer.
I was
maybe.
thinking, what if I turn that into a video? Like just a full-on video, like a little animated video kind of.
Oh, okay.
Like
I
your
thought
OC
you
kind of like
do like
jam,
your
like
I thought
your
it was
OC.
like your own Gacha review series or something. Which fair
Nah,
enough.
no, like your OC kind of jamming there with its head, maybe, I don't know, something like that, and then maybe have like either have characters from our Gacha series walk by, or just have fellow Gacha reviewers stop by for a second and then walk off or something, and just have that be like looping over and over again for a few minutes.
Fair enough. I guess also, some possibly some like let me just check this. Oh yeah, there's not really. Yeah, I guess I'm covering it with the starting soon feature, but like yeah, otherwise like the laptop would have been good. Maybe like if I move the starting screen, the laptop would be there. It could be good to watch certain things from different different videos
I
that
mean,
might have
if
been
you want to
received previously or
recreate
something.
that, but move the starting soon thing on the laptop, I could, and you like get rid of the laptop thing, like make that a green screen and just throw
The
in
starting
video.
soon thing can probably be moving text. I'll go into Fire Alpaca, remove the screen from the computer, and then we'll go from there.
Just send me those files and I could work on something fun for that, and that could be pretty fun for the video.
I see. Fair enough. All right. Let's say hi to chat, and then we'll get into the messages, because Josh has sent me a few things, and I found something myself. So let's see. If you need guests, I'm free. Sorry, with someone's already booked a spot. KW and BB as well. And also hello to Vin, our resident DM, and Josh, and Ghost Kitty. Yippee wholesome time. I recall this being very wholesome and cute when I watched it. Fair enough. So
I
guess
mean,
we're taking a
this
break from
was
the
a
heavy
lot more.
drama.
This was a lot more wholesome. I have
Okay,
seen it.
good to know. Good to know.
Also, their
After
hands look
watching
weird
enough
now.
lighthearted stuff.
Their hands look weird now. Their hands are less chibi and less like chibi cartoon Gacha hands, and slightly more realistic hands. I don't know how I feel about it.
Apparently, I skipped a Music Freaks video. Which video would that be?
The comic thing, that weird comic prequel thing.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. We'll do that another day then.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is more interesting than that comic prequel thing. That comic prequel thing is quite literally could be described as a flashback to back in the day when Jake was being a jerk to Haley, and Jake ends up being a jerk to Haley. Not even joking. It literally adds quite literally nothing. At least this adds some more stuff when it comes to Elliot and Millie and that whole thing, and like maybe a slight expansion on the school. That the comic literally added nothing that we didn't already know, nor added anything with the characters, unfortunately. So, you know.
Apparently, going to be decided for Sonic Shadow Generations, which okay, you know what? I wasn't going to put this on screen for a second, but just reading out of context, Sonic X Shadow Generations, knowing the Sonic fandom is a
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Shadow and Sonic gonna get hot and heavy. My ship will finally sail. Ooh.
Yours and the ship of many, I assure you.
I honestly, the joke about Sonic and Shadow.
Well, it's not like that. We're just friends, right, Shadow? Don't even
Good.
talk to me right now. I can't look at you.
It's like, oh, you can't look at me because you want to kiss me.
What? Don't be ridiculous, Sonic.
I'm the ultimate.
You're not worthy of kissing the ultimate life form.
But no, yeah, no, like
it writes itself, and that's kind of the problem.
The fandom has made jokes. The fandom has made jokes about that title. As soon as the title got revealed, the fandom has made jokes about it. It's funny.
They had to have known. I mean, someone on the development team had to have said something.
Oh no, yeah, but you know, they're probably gonna, you know. I mean, I ship it. I ship it. It'd be funny.
Yeah, Sonic and Shadow are gay for each other. Shadow's a rival. You know who also aren't gay for each other and are just rivals? Harry and Draco. And look what the fandom did to those two.
Rivals to lovers, guys. Rivals to lovers.
Yeah, not as bad as enemies to lovers, but still not very good.
I mean, technically, technically speaking, they went from enemies to rivals / rival / kind of friendish thing, and that now we can take them to lovers.
X is and in Japanese. Oh, fair enough. Y is and in Spanish, so I guess they just everyone's picking different letters.
Z. Shadow, Z, Sonic generations.
They've already the Sonic series has already been accused of plagiarizing Dragon Ball Z many times.
Well, okay, technically speaking, Super Sonic was kind of inspired off the Super Saiyan, but you know, technically,
that was the first of those times, yeah, and the most important.
And then we always Shadow is like the Vegeta of the Sonic franchise. Yeah. Et is French for.
Yeah, and the T is silent, so that's that's almost one letter.
Oh, so just be E. Sonic E Shadow. Like Sonic S Shadow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gross. Shadow, gross.
Oh my goodness. Not to be confused with A, which is also silent S and T. Sonic is Shadow.
They have fused. They love each other so much they have fused into one being.
Again, if it were a thing that Dragon Ball Z did, they probably would have tried fusion at some point. Sonic Fusion.
Sounds like God! The video started. The video started.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, Rich doesn't let me pause immediately. It never has. That's not one of the new updates that keep messing me over. That's just consistently.
I will point out the hands when we get like a really good shot of the hands, but the hands look really weird now, and I don't know how I feel about them.
I mean, he's holding up a sign immediately, so I guess we can get onto that. Hold on, waiting to the last message. There's something that I'm missing out from Ghost Kitty. Oh, since I've already seen this, I might just load for the stream. I finally got motivation to more Ghost Girl. I don't want to waste it, if that makes sense. Absolutely, that makes sense. Heck yeah, more Ghost Girl. It's been ages. I should have given my characters trauma. Barely fasting. We have a scene with a parent in the hospital.
I mean, to make your character super interesting, giving them trauma is a way to do it. Just ask
I guess
Agatha.
I guess puppy love does open up with a soon-to-be parent in going to the hospital.
Yeah, who has some emotional scars and trauma that
Well, okay, the emotional scars and trauma come after the hospital visits. That's the
yeah.
difference. This is why I avoid the fandom so much, because they like to ship things that are not canon, but want to force a ship to be canon, even though they already have canon ships.
Well,
Honestly, even the canon ships, they're are
not
tenuous at best.
yeah, I mean, I guess Amy technically has like Sonic in previous incarnations, but nowadays that isn't
I'll
really
release you, Sonic, if you marry me. And your name was?
I
It's
mean,
basically what
like
that's.
the Sonic X Amy, which I love that ship, but that ship in general hasn't been acknowledged in years properly, or at least in a pure romantic context, which I think they're kind of stepping away from the Sonic X Amy ship in
Yeah.
general, especially in the games.
I do recall Sally Acorn being a thing as well, but I'm not sure how far
They don't have the
went.
rights to Sally Acorn, I'm pretty sure, because some weird rights of the original Archie comics and stuff, and like the original writer. I think there's like a sticky situation around Sally
I mean, sure,
Acorn and
wasn't she
stuff.
one of the TV shows though?
Yeah, but that was also around the time of the comics, so I think it's like one of those kind of weird right situations that's very
Yeah, so
sticky to
that's that.
consider
So I'm
modern
guessing that's
stuff.
probably why they haven't acknowledged her a lot before. But I'm saying that when she was around, I'm not sure
She
how
also
far
was a love
that went.
interest.
Yes, again, I'm
Honestly,
not sure how
nowadays I
that
don't
went.
think the Sonic creators will actually want to have Sonic be in a relationship at all. But
I mean, they don't. Yeah, they don't seem to want to, because it was presented as a joke.
yeah, girl hedgehog like boy hedgehog. Isn't that funny?
Of course. I think Dan Avidan said it best once. Or actually, no, it might have been Aaron. One of the Game Grumps said this best. Her personality is girl.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're saying in general. I mean, yeah, I guess it depends on, like, which part of the fandoms you happen to be in. Have I seen the MHA shippers? Yes, I absolutely have. In fact, I was introduced to the series by a few MHA shippers, and I then was presented with the characters that they were shipping, and I was thinking, like, seriously? These guys?
To be
These guys?
fair, Sonic X Shadow in the present day is way less toxic than Bakugo X Deku.
I mean,
Bakugo
that's
X
not difficult,
Deku,
but yes, I would absolutely
who
agree
is
with
like
that.
actually toxic. Sonic X Shadow is kind of more. It gives more
I
like
mean, if
a tsundere kind of relationship with like Shadow being a
I mean,
tsundere. Like, I don't
Deku
care about
is
you.
your threshold for toxicity in a ship, then most other things are not going to be to that
Yes,
level.
nothing beats that ship.
Anyway,
Anyways,
is yours moment a flashback of before she passed? I want to see a few flashbacks before we meet the Yuri in the present. Hey, is that now my oracle
oh,
powers are flaring up and thinking that we're gonna meet the ghost of Yuri's mum at some point in the series.
Ghost Kitty though. If Felix is in this again, I will voice act him for you. I will voice act Felix.
I mean, if I guess in that same vein, if I am in it again, I will voice act myself.
Also, Prism is the current voice of Mrs. Dysart, and I could ask Cora if she would be up for doing it if Mrs. Dysart appears. I could ask somebody to be nice if you want. Puts fingers together. Ooh, woo.
Yeah. Also, yeah, it's confirmed to be straight, but that is the least of the concerns with Bakugo. I mean, if Bakugo had different parts, still an issue. Still an issue. I mean, if anything, we've seen what Bakugo's mum is like, so that would just be like a mini version of that character at that point.
God, I remember watching like this abridged series clip where like the narration from Deku was like, "Oh, me and Bakugo have been friends for a while," and then cuts to Kid and was like, "Kill yourself."
Yeah, well, I think I showed that to
funny.
you. That's something Wit Entertainment. I think I showed that
I don't know.
to you.
Every time I think of them, I just think of that clip, and I think it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
and
It's
I
like...
always got your back. Kick him in the back. Yeah,
such a good clip.
Absolutely. Okay. Shall we get onto the video itself?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Bond's gonna be here in 7 minutes. I think they knew that they weren't gonna be too late. All right, then. Without further ado, on with the review.
I'm begging you, please join the gardening club.
I can see, a little bit of anything with the hands, but not too bad. I'm surprised.
You haven't got to what I'm talking about for the main part. Trust me.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm curious about like the one lighter outline between the middle and ring fingers on either side, but anyway.
Also, rozyclozy, like I like how the eyebrows look, just because the eyebrows are actually noticeable. Because like normally when the eyebrows are the exact same color as the hair outlines, the eyebrows are very hard to notice, and that ends up being a problem when I see a lot of gachas being like, "Oh yeah, their hair is brown, therefore their eyebrows are brown." It's like their eyebrows are blending in with their hair outlines and a bit of their hair color.
Yeah, scientifically, I can see why that would be, but yes, logistically for visual purposes, I think that's why I tend to go for again darkest shade of eyebrows of whichever color equivalent, or alternatively just black eyebrows straight up.
Yeah, just because it's super noticeable for me at least, when and that way I can emote better with the characters.
Look at that, get some point Bon's here.
Bon!
Hello. His drawing is so sweet.
I was gonna break this down. I wanted to break this down. Just like all the details.
ING just escaping off the page.
Join the gardening club because I guess we're running out of room. Please join. We are desperate.
When you start writing something and you think like, okay, I don't know.
I have enough room. Never mind. I don't have enough room. This is why I like doing things digitally and not
corner sun,
not with actual paper.
Yes, also the corner sun. That was about the icing on the cake there. The thing that everyone did for some reason, and then just all decided collectively.
Last night I dreamed that I was coloring something, and I hate coloring. I don't know why I dreamed I was coloring something.
Well, clearly Elliot hates coloring too, because it's like the sky is mostly white.
Yeah, and also, how come the isn't in the same green text? Like, Elliot, come on. If you're gonna commit to like making an artificial text font, the least you can do is like a bubbly the.
I have a vague memory of not doing that myself, but some of my classmates in elementary school doing the exact same thing, just having the be the most boring thing ever, and then the rest of it is filled in like that.
Well, the is like the least important part. It's just gardening, and it's a club. No one cares about the.
I care about the. I care about the Bon. Excuse you.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, then, doesn't it?
No, it's a the problem.
It's a Skrill issue.
Oh my goodness. It's never gonna go away, is it? Then of course we move down to
I can't really read that from this angle.
But that's fine. I've zoomed in. Then we move to the most bug-eyed stick figure of all time, with the typical nub hands with the stick fingers as well. Only 4 of them, mind you. I guess. Yeah.
Everyone has four fingers.
5
fingers
Elliot
are too
himself
hard to draw.
seems to. Elliot himself, unless the ones at the bottom there are meant to be his thumbs, would have 5 fingers. But again, I guess it's slightly. No, his thumbs would be up above. So unless there's like a backwards hand situation, which I don't think it is. So yeah, Elliot's got 5 fingers currently, but he got bored. He wanted to go the Disney method.
Well, actually, the thing is, drawing 4 fingers is easier than drawing 5 fingers.
Yeah,
I know why they did that. I'm just, when you think of that method, you think of classic Disney particularly. I think also Fleischer Studios did that as well, but I could be wrong there. Let's see. So we got school gardens every Wednesday. Talk to Elliot Thornton or Miss Cherry, or just Joe up, please. I think that says it. Trying to read that.
I still can't get over the fact that we are desperate. Part of the poster. Please join. We are desperate.
Too blunt.
Now we're gonna try this with our videos. Just please click on this video. We are desperate.
Have
honestly, it's like something I would do. Like, we are desperate, guys. Help.
It's like final
please
break.
subscribe to the Butter Bunch, which we're not streaming on currently.
It's like Emily's final break auditions. Please audition. I'm desperate, please.
Oh, I need audition.
Yeah, I had a
Wait,
I had a
also,
look at
by the
all
way,
the
is
characters
Nova in
today.
the Final Break server, by the way? Because I think Nova should audition for Elliot. Is it Elliot?
That is
Not this
that is
Elliot.
Yeah,
is
not
a
this
fantastic-
Elliot. Final Break Elliot. I'm specifying Final Break Elliot, different Elliot.
Aidan, that is a fantastic idea that you are currently telling the wrong people because we
Yeah.
have nothing to do with that.
Well, no, I listen. Okay. Yes,
I mean, you can suggest that to Nova at some point.
I will later. I actually did. Me and Nova DM'd earlier today, briefly, because I think it was lines. Yeah, we talked about lines for young Adam at one point. So I'll
Okie dokie.
probably DM him later and mention it to
All right.
him. Anyways, back to our
That
innocent
was too
boy.
much, wasn't it? Hey.
Oh, I love this
You
background
heard of
music.
this?
It's
Oh yeah, no.
symbolic
Okay,
to the
so this
music
background
video.
music is from the music video, which you probably should also review this stream called
No,
No
the
Friends.
music video is a music video from RosyClozy that's all about this character that we see on
Yeah.
screen, and it's called No Friends. Just
Yeah,
talking
I
about
love
how
that
he's a
song.
really socially awkward person, and in the background right now, it's the
And that's
instrumental.
the instrumental. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, I
instrumental.
kind of thought that that would be part of this
I
video.
don't think so.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
it's not. It's
It's
not
not.
in
I've
this
seen it.
video, and if it is
No.
in the next video, that'd be kind of weird to put it there. So, yeah, no, I don't think
Maybe
so.
the music
Well,
video
okay,
was just
I'll-
setting up this little side story. Just
I
introducing
mean,
us to the
she
main
probably just
character
wanted to
and his
use it. She
motivation.
probably just wanted to use that song and be like, I'm going to do this.
Oh, she had been waiting for years to use that song. That was something that I remember mentioned to me because Josh keeps sending me community posts for stuff. Oh, speaking of that, I forgot to show those. So let's see. So, well, first of all, the pink comment that I mentioned earlier, where I found out this was a prequel.
Reminder, this
So
is not season 2.
yeah,
This
so,
is not
yeah.
season 2. No, it is season 2. Season 2 isn't about Jake or anything.
Yeah, I
Or the
really
music club.
thought this
It's
was
about
season
not.
two.
it's about Elliot. That's who the season 2's all about. It's all
Forget
about
I
about
really
Matt.
thought the
It's all about
title
Elliot.
of the I really thought the title of season 2 was spin-off. You know, that you
which
it's on the level of, you know,
incidentally-
My Street, Love Paradise, Lover's Lane, Emerald Secret, Starlight, When Angels Fall, One
My
Last
Street
Time.
spin-off.
No. The Music Freaks spin-off. That's the best season subtitle. Clearly.
I mean, I will say from a video title, I personally think it should have been The Music Freaks : The Gardening Club. The Gardening Club already been Elliot's Plight. The Music Freaks : Elliot's Plight. There.
I would have
There.
called this Gardening Club in brackets Music Freaks spin-off.
I mean, that also works too. Either way, I wouldn't have named it The Music Freaks Episode 1, like parentheses spin-off.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, marketing, I guess, but I mean, still, that's gonna like just mislead people. It's like, wait a minute, this is episode 1, because if people are gonna look up Music Freaks episode 1 now,
I mean, I think the original episode 1 is still
on,
gonna pop up more because
it's gonna pop up more, but I guess underneath it. But unless they go by most recent, because that's also a possibility.
True.
Like, search bars are that way. Oh. So there are more. So that's the one that I found. So these are the ones that Josh sent me that I haven't looked at yet. So from 11 days ago,
the spiders.
Yeah,
Spider one.
Thank you all for love and support of the spin-off episode. Seems like everyone could relate to our anxious flower boy. I'm aiming to have the second episode ready for the end of August at the earliest. But I'll be working on season 2 script writing at the same time, so I'll have my hands full. I will update you guys again when I'm certain. Okay,
And,
anything new.
In that community post, there was also a bunch of images from a spider that was in this episode. Because this girl likes a spider, and then later in this episode,
Okay.
my arachnophobia could never.
Then why are you here?
It's gonna be fun later, isn't it?
Well, listen, it's not the scariest spider. It's actually kind of cute, but also I'm horrified by spiders normally, especially in real life.
Is it like
why are you
is
here?
it like Ubu the Ubu the familiar?
It's
from,
one of them jumping spiders.
I thought it was more of a tarantula.
That's not a tarantula. That thing is tiny. That thing is like tarantulas are like as big as your hand.
Don't know. You think I spider? I'm terrified of spiders.
I don't know. You're the one who specified it, so we assumed you knew.
Oh, I don't know what the spider's called. It's just a giant spider.
It's not giant. Like you see it in the picture. It's like the size of her finger. A tarantula is the size of your hand.
Hold on. When you say the size of a finger, do you mean like the tip of someone's finger or like the entire finger? Those are two
Tip
different.
of the finger. Like you've seen
Okay.
those tiny little spiders. Like it's that size.
Fair enough.
So small.
Well, normally they're too dead or I'm too far away to notice their size.
Then why did you
Well, you
correct me when I said it was a jumping spider?
Is it? Well, it was never specified to be a jumping spider, I think.
It's a spider that jumps, apparently.
It didn't jump at all. It never
I've
jumped. It was
I've seen
static.
those types of spiders. I've seen them before on my social media, and they are not tarantulas.
They
are
are
jumping
tarantulas to
spiders.
me.
Well,
Typically, the spiders that are classified as like cute and like to social media are usually jumping spiders. They're very small. They have kind of adorable looking eyes, and they're very curious. That's why people like them.
Okay. Also, we've just to go back to the ongoing debate of whether or not this show takes place in the UK or the US. We found examples for both, but ultimately, I guess, thanks to the spider, we know it does not take place in Australia.
All spiders are scary in this show.
This is a thing that was from Siege YT of all people that Josh sent me that apparently was important. So we're going to read this. So random 2 a.m. thought. After watching the spin-off of Music Freaks and rewatching some of season 1, I certainly hope that I'll be able to achieve something like that in the future. Coming to think of it, especially with the upcoming episode 4 of Memory's Recipe, I can't help but have the urge to rewrite some stuff because I want to make the scenes better, because looking at it now, I find it lacking something. Thank you, I'm not alone here. People are like, how dare you go say something about Memory's Recipe? It's like, Anyway, I have my doubts that it will not be as impressive story-wise, since I'm no story writer. As I mentioned, that this is the first story I've ever done. If I can be honest, it's scary to think of what's to come, especially the criticism I might get. It's a lot of pressure, and maybe that's why I'm holding it back for a while now. I'm scared to release it. I will, though. Don't worry. Oh, wait. So the episode is finished. It's just up. Okay, that's what it meant by upcoming. Hopefully, in time, Memory's Recipe will eventually reach the peak that I aim to do better in the future. I hope be not as great as impressive as the Music Freaks. Maybe one day I'll get there. I guess that does go back to the idea of not, not comparing yourself fully to somebody that inspires you. Because
ever since My Street was announced to come back, I started the comparisons to Aphmau to myself, and it made me sad because I'll never be as good or have iconic characters like that.
This is
it's giving me anxiety.
Okay. Two things. One, that's a perfect example of what I was just saying. Secondly, actually, this is not the first time that you've said this, because I've been quoting you for years talking about the iconic nature of the My Street characters, and yeah, that is something that I have actually I've thought of at great length, and I've gone back for thinking like, okay, well, what is it that makes these characters so iconic, and what lessons can we learn from them? What do's and don'ts? Because that's really what people that inspire you should be able to do. Teach you the stuff that you can do well and what are things that you can't. So in the situation here for Siege YT, obviously comparing herself to RosyClozy, I would say, first of all, the Music Freaks is not always the paragon of epic storytelling it's held up to be, but if that is something that is being aimed for, I will say it's step above Memory's Recipe in terms of, I guess, actual logic and character motivations. So yeah, there are some things to learn from there, but obviously not do exactly the same because there's only ever going to be one RosyClozy who's RosyClozy. What you got to do is actually best you.
I'm scared. Get rid of that GIF. I don't want to see that GIF. How am I supposed to look at it?
I'm trying to educate you.
I'm scared. Help.
I'm assuming from the context that Bon is DMing Aidan pictures of tarantulas.
No, I sent him a picture of an adorable looking jumping spider.
It's horrifying.
You're the one who changed the narrative to tarantula. You asked for this.
Kill it. Kill it with fire. Is it dead yet?
Nah, you know what? I found a good tarantula for you. I sent that to you. I found a good tarantula for you in DMs, Aidan.
Oh, that is a good tarantula. I love it. Here we
Yeah,
are.
I sent a
going
tarantula
far
from
to save
Code
all
Lyoko
that
to
we
Aiden.
can
That's the
love.
joke.
To give
If we
what
can
we
give-
got,
if we
we'll
give what we got.
make it through. Here we are, going far in a brighter world today.
Surrounded by
Make
nerds.
evil go away. Color girl, we color girl, we. I don't know. I'm just thinking Code Lyoko now.
Oh god.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
I thought you were surrounded by gumdrops and ice cream. Anyway, why don't spider pets when you can have a brown recluse? I don't get that.
Oh
unfortunately.
god, that's a very poisonous spider. I think it's in my area. I
Oh,
think that's one of
okay.
the spiders in my area, as well as like a black widows. I once saw a black widow like in one of those green power boxes that we lifted up. We found a black widow in it. I was like 10, I think.
I'm double checking over what I've written. I've grown attached to Yuri's mum as a character. She calls Yuri a little sugar plum. It's so cute. Well, bear in mind, you have proven that the afterlife is real in the universe of Ghost
You have
Girl.
to murder
could-
her. You have to
could-
murder the mom. Pull a Disney. Kill her
That
with
is-
fire.
No, Aidan, what Ghost Kitty said before is that the scene is in the hospital before Yuri's mum passes away. So that is going to happen. What I'm saying is actually, considering that Yuri has to, work out what to do with her own afterlife, looking for a mother might be a good, ongoing story for the series, unless there's something that's there already. I remember there was the idea of like getting revenge on the bullies for what happened to her or something, and trying to figure out the nature of why she could be seen.
Revenge, though. All you have to do is possess them and get them to do horrific things, and then send them to jail forever.
I mean, assuming that she can possess people, because I don't recall her doing that ever before.
Well,
She's making the lyrics for Treat Pop. Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
You've been making that. Okay, this is going to be interesting. And all I hear is something about jumping spiders. What's going on? You don't want to know. It's a long story.
Arachnophobia is what's going on.
I thought you reviewed the Ballroom Pops or Eurovision Pops episodes today. Look, I'm still backed up on like requests and things to do. Aidan's been wanting this review for some time.
For like 2 weeks, maybe. Has it been 2 weeks? I think it's been over 2 weeks.
It's something like that.
Anyways, we any more community posts, or are we able to continue the video?
Yeah, we probably should continue to look at the video. I already made an Australia joke, KW. Don't worry, I got you covered.
What is with his fingers?
Oh no.
Oh, we're going to talk about the hands later, apparently, according to Aidan.
Yeah, well, we can get a better angle.
Well, you see, my good friends, this is the gardening club. Right now, there's only me.
Look at those tomatoes.
It's a good time to like
Doing a
cut
good
like the
job.
other side of him and see like he's talking to his own reflection to see if there's as like a reference for people.
I'm working on that, which is why I'm here asking you. So, what do you say?
The flower didn't
Oh,
like
no
it. The
reflection,
flower.
fair enough.
See-
Oh, brother, this guy.
See, okay, so this is what the hands look like normally, like when we're not talking anything. Like this is what the hands pretty much look like the whole video. We're gone with the gacha hands. We got these hands, whatever they
Okay.
seem.
Okay, now we're down to 4 fingers.
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like them very much. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of, it's like one of those things where I just like the gacha art style in general, like the more chibi gacha style art style, and I feel like trying to make it more and more realistic looking, or add more realistic elements, whether it be like the height, making the eyes smaller, etc., and like shrinking the heads to a point where they're like human-sized heads. I'm like, to a certain point, it's like, dang, it's kind
The
of
more realistic one decides to go, the more the glaring issues come to the forefront, such as that dislocated shoulder that he has currently.
Still, to each their own. Look at those tomatoes, though. This guy's done a good job. Tomatoes are really hard to grow, man. I would know. Like,
Well, I mean, he's the
Yeah,
plant whisperer.
single-handedly, I suppose.
it's very impressive.
That is true. There's a wide variety here. So I guess that's probably why the garden club is still open, because someone's actually making progress apart from just, caring.
I'm so cringy. Why am I even bothering? It's just impossible. Some encouragement would be nice, you know?
Hearing the word cringy now makes me think that because since a lot of the Music Freak season 1 was written a long time ago, with Rosie's propensity for
Pop culture.
adding, let's say, modern lingo and be generous about it to to the dialogue, I wonder what we're going to get this time. That's my question now.
This is for your sake too.
I don't think the flowers care very much. I'm honest.
Plants, bro.
Yeah. You know, one thing that I think that I'm surprised that they didn't think to do is just have have Ethan, you know, like give a voice to all the plants or something. It's like, don't worry.
His name is Elliot.
Sorry,
I called him Ethan. His name is Elliot.
We support you, Elliot, and we remember your name.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, plants.
Oh, I like this perspective shot of the locker.
This is true. Reminds me of Pedro Almodovar, actually.
The inside of his locker is a black void.
Yes, it is. But, you know...
It's his black void.
I mean, yes, okay. And also, sometimes, I mean, it could be a black void. It could just be that, you know, something is so dark that you can't make out the walls around them. You know, thing or two about that,
You're telling me
I
no
presume.
light is entering this locker right now?
Maybe.
All right.
From the
Sure.
outside, yeah, it probably should be entering it, actually.
Fudge. Did I leave my math worksheet at home? Oh, wait. Here it is. Oh, thank Looney for that.
Looney is God, apparently. I forgot about that.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure that I think "Oh my Gacha" was said somewhere as well. I can't remember correctly. All right, gardening club speech. Talk about nature and raise plants. Grow and harvest food. Great place to make. I feel like that should be kept in the speech because even if it hasn't worked out for Elliot, probably should keep that one in for the sake of everyone else. But anyway, also actual quadratic equations that are going on here.
He had standard form equations in his head. Like, how you're not showing your work, pal. You're gonna get marks off for that.
What? Well, you shouldn't. I mean, as long as you didn't cheat, you know. Listen, I can do math in my head as long as.
Great. How'd that work out for you with the marks?
Good actually. I never really got marks off my work.
The reason it's recommended to show your work. The reason I recommend to show you're working when it comes to maths homework or exams or anything is because if someone happens to get the answer wrong for whatever reason and they have nothing to prove that they get no credit whatsoever. If you see the working behind it, but you see there's like, okay, there's a calculation error here, this is where you went wrong, but your methodology was correct, then you can get credit for that. That's why it's the suggestion.
Quadratic equation? You didn't even show his work for that either?
Well, I mean, that was what we were talking about just now.
No, but that's a very specific type of function. Like...
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, and we did see that we did see one of the
own, I guess.
I
mean, he's gonna get marks off. It's not my problem.
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, True Pop's lyrics didn't make sense, so it was like, time to write lyrics, I'm going to fail, probably. Yeah, well, I mean, if either of you two needed help with writing lyrics, I say nothing.
So smooth.
To save my club.
Oh my god!
Why does he laugh like that? He laughs like Sans talking. He's like,
because they're the popular kids / bullies.
I didn't know that popular kids / bullies laughed like that.
Apparently they do.
Line 2. Well, she's cute, but her personality is meh.
When has that ever been a problem for this friendship group?
Not even that pretty either. You're such a savage.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, for saying someone is not pretty. A true savage moment, if I've ever heard one before.
Pick it up, Leah. You need better lines.
A little harsh, don't you think?
I think Leah's the one who said the other one was savage. I keep forgetting what the other one's name is.
What? You got the hot
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what it is either.
No.
That's how forgettable she is. Is it Zoe? Is that it? Zoe?
Zoe is the blonde one.
was,
Leah
was
is
Zoe.
the one with black hair.
Yeah. So that's what we were saying before. So yeah, Leah's the one who said Zoe was a savage, even though it wasn't true. Yeah.
This is Deku.
Yes.
Chivalrous.
Or Henry. I remember his name for this time.
Don't listen to
Henry,
Leah.
aka
My
Deku.
heart is all yours.
No thanks. I have standards.
No, you don't. You sent her. Well,
Hey,
in
look,
the future.
there's light
This hasn't
entering
happened
his
yet.
locker.
Well, yeah, it still wasn't. There was like it was like wide open before and still nothing.
Oh no! She's got gum in her hair. Do I tell her? Well, of course you tell her, Elliot. It's polite. But what if she thinks I'm creepy for looking at her hair in the first place? Oh, what if I stutter?
Oh my god!
Oh well, she found out anyway. You know, all's fair then. All's well then's well.
Ew, ew, ew!
What's up, babe?
There's gum in my hair! Oh no! Oh. Hold on, I might have some hair oil or something to get it
What
out.
hair? Oh,
Yeah.
These voice
I
actors are
guess.
so good.
You got gum in your hair. What's with that death stare?
Mhm.
Leah's getting oil because she cares.
It was you, wasn't it? You were totally staring at me just now.
No,
Do
I.
you want to die?
Hey, wait.
Ah.
Check something. Oh,
No!
Yes, with my judging by the texture of this is the type of gum consumed by one Jake Sterling. I don't know. I'm just random name.
Ew! You best hope it's yours.
Mhm.
Ugh. What if he's wrong?
oh yeah, that's mine.
Thank
What
God.
the
You're probably
actual
tasting some
hell
shampoo and
is-
conditioner now.
You disgusting little creature!
It was a spinning contest.
Oh yes, disgusting little creature. What a savage. I'm right.
Oh.
I wasn't aiming for you.
Hey, you can't blame him too much. It's easy to mistake you for a trash bin.
What?
I do like the fact that Henry
Now
was still
that
shaking
was
in the
savage.
background. Before, yeah,
that was
see,
savage.
there we go. And is he gonna get the credit for that?
Come
Let's
on,
see what
Leah.
Leah's reaction is.
Dang.
I was just joking.
Oh god, she became animatronic.
She's faceless.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Please
animatronic.
don't hurt me. I'm too young. They're still...
And the actually
I love
does sound like
She's like
animatronic as
making
well.
whirring noises, like robot noises. When she moves.
This is the law that we didn't know we needed. See, this is how she managed to record Jake's conversation in episode 9. She didn't use her phone, she just used her own processing software.
So many hot mamas for me to admire. Help me, Henry.
What?
Why
On behalf
is she
of all of
making
our
a
moms.
whirring noise?
Hot mamas for you to admire. This is the series that
What?
Siege My Tears like, oh yeah, this is totally what I want to aspire writing-wise after the spin-off episode.
I will definitely not be helping you.
It was a joke. I'm sorry.
Hey, freak. Quit staring. You're
Hey, gardening freak.
Oh,
That was
savage.
Savage. Duh.
Ooh, I went there.
been us out.
The body's about to be discovered.
Hey, sup, guys?
There you are.
I'm picturing, the typical, like in sitcoms when a guest star appears from something else and they get just like a random. Yeah, I'm just picturing that moment.
The music for you.
Did
played the
somebody say
sitcom.
Jake Sterling? No, we didn't. Oh, okay, I'll come back in. Give me a moment. So, anyways, Jake Sterling. Did somebody say the moment has passed?
Then again.
Nah, my brother just decided he wanted to make my morning a living hell and hide my jacket.
Oh yeah, I love when a
Why did it move to
close-up
the right?
shot of somebody. I
It
love when a
zoomed in,
close-up
but
shot of
the audio
somebody.
moved to the right.
Exactly. Isn't that just the best?
I don't. Huh?
It's supposed to be going back to Elliot's perspective now, which
Yeah, but why did it
but I
move to the
would've-
right when it was zooming in on Jake?
Yeah, we should have got like, instead of that, we should have been like a cut to the distance, to see like through Elliot's eyes. That would have made more sense there.
He makes it look so
You can't go a day
easy.
without wearing that thing.
You're still staring,
What's wrong
Elliot.
with me?
You're not helping.
That thing.
What? Of course I wash it. I do it on the weekends.
What?
Every
The
weekend?
lights
They-
snap when they hit the ground. It's so weird.
And again, one thing that I will never fail to appreciate in music freaks is the fact that the characters actually have proper dialogue in the backgrounds rather than just
Yeah.
like
It
mumble,
gives
mumble,
Aphma
mumble,
vibes,
mumble,
actually.
mumble, mumble.
Like remember when like Garth and Lawrence, for example, would like rant at each other, and it'd be actual words.
That wasn't
Yeah.
that was usually like in the foreground though. I mean like in the background. But yeah, they're both commendable. But yeah.
The janitors.
Early
getting
My Street
getting
was known for
paid
that.
crazy. Look at those floors.
I
Holy
know,
cow.
right? They're so clean.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that in like episode 5 or 6 or something like that. But yes, the floors are always very well maintained in this school.
Like, They're
Yeah.
reflecting the lockers, and those aren't like completely
Oh,
vertical. So
God.
they shouldn't have the reflection.
Did you see that?
Wait,
Without
wait,
looking-
whoa! What the heck? You can just see it cutting off. What?
Okay,
What did you?
yeah, no,
poor
I am
Barbers?
going back.
What
I'm
the
going
heck?
back.
You've gone forward.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's difficult to scroll sometimes.
I don't even.
Oh my god. Oh.
What in
Oh,
7 shades
Wait a second.
is that?
I think what they're trying to do here is one of those kind of buzz cuts that kind of just like more and
Fades.
more hair as you
No,
go.
no, no. I'm
what?
not talking about the
Up. I
fade.
don't
I'm talking
think-
about like the other character in the background there. Because
Oh, I was
normally,
looking at the haircut.
yeah, because like normally, at least with the eyeless freaks in the other situations, there's like some purpose behind it. This one's just like, no, I just didn't give this person a face.
What if random background character had a low taper fade?
What if random background character had a face? I'm talking about the one on the
Yeah,
left.
start there.
Guy on the
What
right
if
is
random
fine. My brother
background
has that cut
character had
sometimes.
a face?
Morning, Elliot. Can you come here
I
for
like
a
the
sec?
teacher's design. It's so cute.
Curly hair and Gacha. Never.
Yes.
Have you managed to?
That's been an ongoing complaint, actually, that people have.
That
have
they
made
still
to
have
Luke
not fixed.
Yeah, there isn't many
Any mem-
options at all.
The gardening club? Remember, you need 3 more people to qualify.
No.
Well, you can still make an announcement before I start the lesson today, just to get the word out there. Oh, have you got something prepared there?
Oh,
He's getting shy.
just some flashcards in case I go blank.
I don't know,
Very
I like him as a
smart.
character just because he's a very cute character. He's very cute, and I don't know. I like him as a character.
Like tarantulas.
Scene interrupting tarantula. That's what we're gonna get right now. It's like, I've got there's this club at school. It's the garden club. I don't know if you've heard about this. Scene interrupt. Wait, hold on. I can do it better. Scene interrupting tarantula.
God.
If anyone's seen Phalus, they'll get what I'm referencing.
If only half the class came half as prepared as you.
Yeah, there's someone in the background. Again, the thing with the island stuff is like some people are allowed to have faces and some of them aren't.
Yeah, but these guys don't have pupils, except those guys apparently.
I prefer not having pupils to not having, everything else.
Although I will say from a design perspective, one thing I find kind of weird about a lot of the background characters, a lot of the background characters have like natural colored hair that you would see in real life. And then out of the class, we just have like 2 people with green hair, which it's just like from one of those design standpoints, it's like that Yu-Gi-Oh meme where it's like, guess who the main characters are? It's like,
Yeah.
I wonder which characters are going to be relevant. The characters who had a lot of energy put into their designs are the characters who look very basic and kind of plain compared to everyone else around them. You
Of
know.
course.
I love the character, the green-haired boy, because I talked about this in an earlier stream. I don't know when it was, but it must have actually been during the previous Music Freak stream. But he has one of his eyes, like they're both green, but one of his eyes has like a little patch of brown in it. I don't know why, but for some reason I really appreciate that detail. I don't know why.
That explains the the difference in outlines and the shocked expression from Secrets of the Blacks.
I know it can be intimidating, but most of them are really friendly. It'll be easier to find members.
Wait, is he new here? Because it sounds like he's being introduced to these people for the first time. It's like, oh yeah, these people are all friendly.
No,
but you wouldn't know.
No, in this case, she's more or less reassuring him because it's mentioned later, but the gardening club was around last year, but everyone else ended up leaving because they graduated, so it's just Milo.
I mean, that's fair, but again, if Milo was, Milo,
Elliot.
Elliot, Milo.
If Elliot,
Ethan
was closer. Ethan was closer.
You weren't even close. What do you mean, Milo?
Anyway, if Elliot was there last year, then probably most of his class would have been as well. So yeah, he would know how friendly or unfriendly.
Well, in this case, it's more or less she's somewhat reassuring him of people because she knows how nervous he is right now, and to have the social anxiety is affecting him. I guess
maybe the problem with that is that there's either he's going to think that the teacher is just outright lying to him, or that she hasn't clocked on to what the people are actually like, which is a common teacher thing, by the way.
Oh, she probably. I mean, to be fair, maybe she is lying to him. Maybe she just has too much hope in humanity. I did once.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie Downer strikes again.
Time to play everyone's favorite game, Denial or Delulu.
I don't know why, but this is bothering me, and it's probably like you guys aren't even going to unsee it. But both these characters, while most of their hair outline is all consistent, for some reason, Elliot's hair, like just those two little strands just above his eyebrows, are a different outline than the rest.
That's
of his
a Gacha Life 2 thing, which you probably should have went over those outlines and made them more consistent. But
same with Miss Cherry, which is the teacher. She's just got one strand of hair parted off to the side that is just a lighter color than the rest of it, and it's really bothering me. It's so inconsistent. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a problem generally Gacha Life 2 in general.
Yeah, but
doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
I don't need it.
I don't need it. I need it.
Oh my goodness.
Is if you try opening up a bit more. It's as easy as a simple hi.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
People suck.
I mean, in the world of Gacha, the high challenge.
Aidan, you would be a terrible hype man.
But,
No, I'm speaking from experience. People are mean and terrible and will bully you.
You are putting Elliot down every step of the way. If Elliot were to follow you, he would not have any members for the rest of the semester.
I feel like if you like this shoulder into shoulder demon thing, Elliot has this teacher and Aidan on the shoulder.
Okay.
Let's do that small announcement first, shall we? Okay, silence please. Before we start
1, 2,
the
3,
lesson,
all eyes on
Elliot would
me.
like to speak to us all about the gardening club.
Hey, look, this teacher's more successful in controlling the class than that other, teacher who clearly thought she was teaching a kindergarten class.
So listen up.
Hi.
And this is where he looks back at the board and it says rare for some reason.
Gardening club.
Look at his eye; it's so cool.
Well,
yeah. They actually are, the credit of the students, they actually are looking at him with mild curiosity rather than just all of them being like, ha, check out this loser, or whatever, nonsense happens in this.
the garden.
The more realistic
club.
thing is they'd all be on their phones right now.
Yeah, well, pretending not to be, of course.
It's
Oh, yes, reveal Millie, and then draw attention to the fact that, again, her eyes were gone.
No, nothing. She's faceless.
I was busy taking out the trash.
She's doing her best Jack Black impression. I had to take up the trash today, so now I'm really ticked off.
Oh, and Kieran is gonna be late to class.
He needed to clean himself up after my boot met his face.
Don't
What?
take enough.
Yeah, you shouldn't be saying that to a teacher or bursting through a door like that into a classroom. Yeah, faceless Millie again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go back outside, not properly. Remember to put your face on.
Step into the classroom, Millicent. Go wait outside.
Go get your face.
Now.
Again,
You are not permitted
actual-
to enter. You are not permitted to enter my classroom without a face, young lady.
So far, my favorite character is this teacher because she's actually, you know, for once the teachers actually seem like, okay, she belongs in this school.
Learning how to scratch on him.
Apart
think
from the
that's
fact that he
why.
had to be late because,
Yeah,
you know, your boot hit his face. Like,
I
that's.
don't think that's
not
why,
nothing.
man. You just like
Yeah.
burst into the classroom. She could have been teaching a lesson. You're just like, ah, sorry, I'm late. I beat the crap out of someone right in the arrow.
Yeah, my boot hit his face, you know.
Gravity pushed him over. It wasn't my fault.
Tis but a scratch. No, it's not. Your nose is broken. No, it isn't.
Blood on the floor.
Sorry, miss.
Marinara.
I can't do it.
You go sit down, Elliot. You can do it next time. All right, that's enough. Let's move on to something
Just
more
Millie's up in
fun,
the
shall we?
corner.
Who finished
That's Millie in the corner. I had to.
their quadratic
Nobody put
equation
Millie in a corner.
worksheet?
The collective groan. Which, so far, again, every time I put that in a script, no one follows along with that. And
I mean, there was that one time we
grow.
groaned in through our eyes. Was it episode 1 or episode 2?
I think it was one or the
think it's
other.
episode
I think it was
1.
episode.
See,
yes, it was
what
episode
I'd be
And,
concerned
and
about
it
is
was
that-
mostly just me and you groaning.
Yeah,
because I
exactly.
I
What I'd
looped
be
both
worried
of
about
us
is
doing
that
different
not
things.
everyone is committed enough, and you just hear only like 2 people who actually did it.
Yeah, see, this is before we change the method to of like how we present that. So in like instead of doing stage directions, which people tend to skip, annoyingly so
Yeah,
sometimes.
you put it as a line.
Yes, you put it as a line. This is before we change that method to put it as a line. So everyone missed the part where it said the class groans, and they just carried on. So yeah, so we just looped out. We just like recorded ourselves in different ways, and you know, made that into the class. Luckily, there weren't that many people on screen, so
There's like 5 or 6, maybe.
yeah.
Oh my God, the WikiHow page.
Right.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's the girl with the bat with the good luck or
Preset
something.
alert.
Like from one of
Yeah,
Rosy's old
I've
movies.
seen.
That's from one of her older shows.
Yeah.
Isn't there
Yes, that's what
Lucky
Aidan's just saying. Go with the
Girl?
good luck.
Yeah. I was about to say preset alert, but I'm like, wait a second, I've seen this character somewhere else.
Yeah. Recommended How to Touch Grass.
Oh, BB would really love that. I wish I had that link. I can send it to BB.
My goodness.
I'm sure it exists
Well,
somewhere on the
I mean,
internet.
well, bear in mind this might not be the best WikiHow because the dialogue, because the actual step is this: be yourself. And to be your, sorry, hold on. Step number 10
Wait a
is to be
second.
yourself. Why is that not number 1? Anyway, and to be yourself,
no,
like
wait
this
a
video,
minute.
subscribe so you don't miss out on season 2 and all the
What?
drama that Axe Rosie's cooking up. It's coming.
the
I promise.
heck? What does
That's
Elliot
right.
have to say about this?
I don't know. I don't think he knows that God is interfering in his life right now.
God is editing the universe for him.
Rosy's like a, I don't know.
Rosy's a deity, apparently.
What
Just like
the
Rooney.
heck?
This
Like,
was
at least put that maybe on the bulletin board that you always put sneak peeks on. Like, don't like have it on Elliot's phone that he's actively reading right now. If he reads that out.
I don't think he will. Normally with these kind of messages, because there's some like, you know, there's like a poster on one of the balls they pass in lots of episodes where it says like pause. Congratulations, you paused the video. Now like and subscribe or something like that. So normally it's that kind of thing, which, you know, is announced to more than just one person in this situation. But then again, it's a WikiHow article, so you never know anymore.
Rosy's been editing all of WikiHow to make sure she mentions the music for season 2.
Yeah, but I am surprised that be yourself is step number 10. After all these other things that you don't normally do, number 10 is be yourself.
Yeah, if steps 1 through 9 don't work, just be yourself.
Yeah, no, if this were an AFMAL video, that's how you would start this off, because that's literally how she suggested Emmeline approach Kemba to kiss him at New Year's Eve.
It might not
And
be
Clara said
like
approach
a
with confidence.
countdown of the top best ways. It's like just a variety of things you can use. So maybe he's been scrolling for a while, and number 10 just happens to be yourself. It's not
I
like a
see.
countdown.
Well, I thought it was more of a case of like, step 1, do this, step 2, do that, and this is step 10, must be yourself.
No, just a variety of things to how to talk to people, like a variety of options
Okay.
you can use.
I will say, even in that situation, I would have put be yourself further up the list than...
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's because this description is so irrelevant to how to talk to people.
I suppose.
Be yourself. Be yourself. People will love who you really are.
And that's it. He only read 2 words, much like our VAs when stage directions are a thing.
Being myself is the problem. What do I do when my brain is literally against me? I give up. How can an awkward mess like me talk to someone normally, let alone run a club? Time to kiss the roses goodbye.
Hello?
Daisy.
Oh man, wrong flower. I was gonna say watch this character be called Rose, and then it's Daisy. Okay, close enough.
I wanna die.
It's muffin time, cause I wanna die. Anyway.
Hello.
Sorry if I was disturbing anything.
Nah, you were just
You're
disturbing my
Elliot.
mental freak out. No big deal.
I brought you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? Daisy flavored.
How'd I get inside here? It burns.
One of
Anyway,
the gardening club, right?
Yes, you weren't disturbing anything at all.
because nothing's going on.
Well, it's your lucky day, Elliot, because Millicent here is going to help you with your gardening club duties.
Okay, what blackmail does she have on her? That's my question.
Millie.
Because I mean, with Jake, of course, Daisy was able to, convince him by, I guess, following step 10, being herself.
Using her feminine charms on Jake.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked on Millie. So I'm thinking like, there's got to be something else going on here.
Knowing Daisy is like head girl because she didn't her
this is
her
prequel,
roles are
so
reversed right now. Maybe this is Millie's way of like serving out her punishment of riffing into the classroom.
and
Maybe.
also
Either that,
beating
or
someone
she's
up.
secretly likes gardening, and she's going to be all tsundere about it or something.
That too. I don't know. You know what? Now I'm not so sure. I don't think she likes gardening.
Now that face just screams, I love gardening.
Yeah. Also, thank you, Elliot, for clarifying your own head that she doesn't want to be here. We didn't get that from her body language in the slightest.
Oh,
I like the flowers
thank
around
you.
him.
I don't need any help. I'm fine by myself.
Actually,
Wow, you just spent today. You were trying to get us to get more people to join, and now suddenly someone shows up. Okay, this is the thing when someone's arranging a club of some kind. You're not always going to get the people that you want joining. This is literally what Haley did. We're retreading old ground with Haley being like, "Oh yeah, we need somebody. We're desperate for a singer. Accept him." It's like, what are you doing? Of course that's going to happen.
I don't know.
Well, there's a risk it's going to happen.
To be fair, there's desperate, and there's I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate.
But yeah, but I mean,
Well,
to be honest,
then he
in
should
this
have
situation,
written that
really,
on his badly worded poster.
yeah, exactly.
has no choice. It's her punishment per Mrs. Cherry's request.
Okay, there we go.
Oracle powers.
I see.
Well, it's up to you to decide what she can help out with. You have her all day. And you be nice to him, okay, Millie? Bye-bye, you two.
Oh God.
I presume all day means, all
Rest
the
of class.
after school hours rather than,
Bye.
I like this animation part. This is so cool. Like the white outlines actually being animated is so cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing interesting to say though, and she already doesn't want to be here, so
There's nothing interesting in the club that I'm putting, my heart, soul, and tears into.
Yeah, you're
Well,
clearly
there's
there's
nothing-
nothing that
Throwing
I
yourself
personally
here,
might find
Elliot.
interesting that I can, impart
mean-
onto her.
I mean, technically he's interested in it, but she's clearly not. So.
I mean, sure, but when he says there's nothing interesting, his stuff that he'll find interesting. And I will say this, sometimes you can have you can have a situation where something that you might be interested in something and somebody else may not, but depending on how you actually sell that idea to them, they might actually end up considering it for themselves. Case in point, Aidan is here today with us on Gacha Review.
I shouldn't bother.
I have to
Isn't that
preach
just
Elliot's
called
voice
manners?
actor. He's so good.
Oh yeah,
He is so good.
Maybe she'd think it's weird.
maybe that's why Elliot got chosen for this actually, because he had such a minor
Oh,
role in the
that's
episode.
cool.
Well,
3.
he was meant to have a larger role.
Oh.
He was
Oh,
meant to-
come on, Bon. Of course you like the part where someone starts glitching with static.
Well,
Of
that's a
course
great
you-
way to demonstrate anxiety. Like, that's a cool effect. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it is a cool.
It's too late for that. Say something, dumbass.
So, what do you want me to do?
Oh. Well. Do you know how to use a watering can?
Oh,
Wow.
Elliot. I'm saving you.
Wow.
I'm saving you, Elliot.
It's the
He's
case
not
of
a social butterfly.
it's like, come on, say something, anything. Yes, but say it with confidence. Do you use water can? Except for that! What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right, obviously. Well, you could, go around and water all the plants in the greenhouse, if you'd like.
Got it.
Except the orchids. They're sensitive flowers, so too much will be bad for them.
Alright then. How do I know which ones they are?
I was about to say, yeah, will she know that, yeah.
They're the pink ones to the right of the entrance.
Roger that.
Why are you walking out of the greenhouse? You
Well,
were meant to water all the plants inside of the greenhouse.
I think maybe
Well,
she's going to start
there
at
are
the
plants
entrance.
outside too.
I'm
There's
more
like-
concerned about she's dragging the watering can behind her. Someone's going to slip on the water.
Nice going, Elliot. Now she definitely thinks you're a weirdo.
I mean, not necessarily weirdo, just patronizing.
Whew, there. Now you be nice to the marigolds. They're your next door neighbors now.
Ugh, dirt in the hand.
eye
You're
reflection.
just getting on your face, man.
Looks
Yeah.
like it'll just be us after all. Millie.
Were you just talking to that plant?
No, I was.
And again, this would be a good moment if they'd done the joke of like the plants talking back to him. That would have been a great moment for Millie to show up in the middle of that.
No.
Or start doing it herself, actually, as a prank to him.
It's okay. It's cute. I've finished watering the
And the
plants
Millie
there,
in the
by way.
following scenes is actually pretty nice, honestly. Like, I mean, I know she's kind of
I
cold
mean,
in the
thank you
beginning.
for telling us that
Yeah,
before
why are
we
you
saw
telling
it.
us that?
No, I'm just saying because I kind of like
Stop
Millie.
saying.
Stop
Stop saying.
I like saying things. Shush.
Resist.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Respectfully, I will send you more jumping spiders.
Hello to Mia Thompson. I think this is.
How dare you,
Oh,
Leon?
Mia Thompson.
Maybe it's another form of yeah. Yeah, I don't recognize you, so welcome to the stream.
Caca.
Oh, thank you. You can water these if you want. Not to force you.
Sure, I don't mind. It's kind of fun, actually. The flowers are really pretty to look at.
I could never.
Yeah.
The bees would be out there and I'd be running for the hills.
You see any bees?
I have a fear of bees.
It
You have a fear of
depends
a
on
lot of
weather.
things.
I do.
It
have a
depends
fear
on
of
weather
a lot of things.
conditions.
So, does everyone in this club have the ability to talk to plants?
Ooh, hold on, random panning shot. This is going to be a little bit of a still thing while most isn't going on. Actually, having that go across, love that.
Or is it just you?
Oh, actually, it's just me. I mean, I don't have that
Oh,
ability,
the fling in the dirt.
obviously.
Good thing he's wearing glasses.
I'm the only member.
Not necessarily. Cleaning those
really?
would be such a pain.
Yes, but it's infinitely preferable to getting dirt in your eye by doing that. So it's like, what? Nah, this is fine. I'm cool under pressure.
You say that, but then you haven't spent like hours trying to get a dirt smudge out of your glasses. Like it's gonna in the eye, it's gonna hurt for like maybe 5 minutes at most, but the eye does a good job of just cleaning itself.
Yeah, look, it depends. I've flung stuff into my eye before, and it's you know, not worth it. Anyway, I feel like a jerk. Writing President Yuri with such a bubbly personality. I feel bad for us. Always gonna go. You know what, Ghost Kitty? That's a good thing, because if you're feeling that, your audience will feel that too, and you want that to happen. So good.
I mean, I like bubbly main protagonists. They're fun.
Sorry.
Have you worn glasses before?
Have I worn glasses?
Yeah. Like
no,
on
no,
the regular, like you have
but
readers or.
I had an issue very recently with sunglasses, but no, I've not worn prescription glasses of any kind.
Oh, okay.
Again, unless you count those sunglasses, which had a mild refraction that gave me a headache, but you know, I'm not supposed to.
Oh God.
You stay out here and look after.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was the cause of the headache. Yeah, I mentioned this in Walking Wednesday, but because we thought like, oh yeah, the glare of the sun is going to be an issue, so yeah, wear sunglasses when I'm out. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, and then as that kept happening, it's like, oh no, my head's starting to hurt. You know, clearly if I took the sunglasses, it would be far worse. So I'm gonna keep using the sunglasses, and I kept getting the headaches. I was like, well, what's going on? And then I tested one day, because I realized as I was writing my next book, that if as I lifted up the glasses back and down, I was like, hold on, they're moving. Oh, and then I stopped wearing them. Like, I recovered. Yeah.
All this by yourself?
Pretty much. There was a senior in charge last year, along with 2 others, but they've graduated now. So.
Oh, must be pretty lonely then.
Yeah. But it's pretty peaceful, too. I could spend all day tending to this garden if I could. Heck, I'd live in the dirt with these guys if I was small enough. Sorry,
yeah, not to be drowned by the water.
Yeah, you're gonna get drowned by Mildred.
Mildred.
Talking to people at school. Oh, I said something weird again. Sorry.
You're fine. Stop.
Again, imagine if he had like dirt in his eye during this scene. It was like he just going through like a this cute and wholesome moment that everyone's talking about, and then suddenly just like in the middle of that dirt in the eye.
Average Canadian moment. He keeps apologizing.
Stop apologizing.
Average British moment too, actually.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yep. Again, further
leaning
towards the taking place in the UK part.
He's got dirt in his mouth.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's a Hinduism moment. If I remember the story of Krishna properly.
You don't need to be on edge around me, you know. I get that I'm the pink-haired devil or whatever, but I don't go around hurting everyone I see.
Yeah, it's devil.
Huh? Oh, I know. It's not you. It's me. What I mean is, oh, never mind. Just ignore me.
You okay? You seem nervous.
Yeah. I'm just not good with people or socializing at all.
Oh, that's okay, dude. I mean, I'm pretty bad with people too.
You beat up people.
I'm impressed there's still water in that can from like going around the entire greenhouse.
I wouldn't have any friends if it wasn't for the music club.
The music club?
Yeah, that's my club.
I like the fact that, you know, despite the advertising they've been doing before Jake joined, people just did not know they existed apart from like being shunned. You know what? Maybe that was their problem. They thought they were going to be bullied by everyone, but no, they just suck at advertising. That was the solution the whole time.
And the only people who knew about them was the bullies.
Yeah,
who would bully them?
So of course, by their own mind, yeah. Wow.
They must have been so confused in that case when Jake did his announcement over the intercoms.
Yeah, it's like I've let down the music club. The who? The what? What is going on?
Well, to be fair, in season 1, episode 2, that's when everyone learned about the music club.
Yeah, they kind of started to know about it through Jake.
Oh, I see.
I play guitar, you know. Haven't been able to perform anywhere yet or anything, but maybe someday.
Oh, maybe
Anyway,
a
we should
musical
definitely try finding
competition.
members.
Yeah, potentially.
There's bound to be a
Keeping
couple
the
sillies in this
foreshadow.
school who want to talk to the plant
Oh my
sheets with ya.
god, she said it's sillies! She said it's sillies! She said it's sillies! Oh no! Ah! No, they're coming! She spoke them into existence, run!
Okay, if people don't know, on the Butter Bunch, we have a running gag of calling the Lords in Black from the Hatchetfield series the Sillies. I think it was BB who came with that originally. I wasn't there for that video, but yeah, we called them the Sillies. Exactly.
Hello, Elliot. I want to plant little seeds in your garden. Garden.
My new army shall blossom in the dirty bird.
One of the sillies is gonna try to mentally take over Elliot. No way!
Think so?
One of the sillies goes to school and like takes over everyone at the school to get them to join the gardening club for Elliot, and then takes over Elliot.
Elliot, he has the black book. He's able to make a deal.
Yeah, of course. You just gotta make people aware. Do you have a poster?
Oh, I actually do.
No, but I have 5 dolls.
Is it the drawing? Is the drawing from earlier?
It's not great.
I'm sure it's fine.
Please be the drawing
Probably
from
better
earlier.
than what I could do.
Please be the drawing from earlier.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's bad.
He's like,
And
I
again,
don't have a poster, but I have 5 dolls.
Yeah, and again, the hands are back to being fine because I'm pretty sure they're just recolored from the previous animation.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Bad at speaking
Little
and
smack.
at art. I'm so useless.
Ooh, that
Oh my god,
animation
Elliot,
came
you are
up
not
on
helping
today.
your case here.
Hey,
I
Keep
should've
your
known I
composure,
couldn't run
man.
Yeah. Again, it's one of the things that to learn in
just
life
see
is
your
that you
hands over your eyes. You've smudged your glasses. Elliot, come on, man. You are
Also-
triggering me.
also one of the things in life as well. You got to learn how to take criticism, even if it ends up seeming harsh at times. Siege YT clearly is learning that from the community post we saw earlier, and it seems like it's interesting. Siege YT wants to emulate the storytelling of this series. If noticing that Elliot has to learn to be able to take criticism, actually that might actually help out.
Well, it's less
the
of
actual life
criticism,
lessons.
and it's more of his insecurities and not being insecure 24/7 and actually being able to handle things.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people aren't able to take criticism because of their insecurities, and that's something that's especially when you're making art, you have to get over because that's going to happen. Art is going to be criticized in one way or another if you make it public, and clearly that's what I mean. Well, in this case, this isn't part of doing art. I mean, but in the real world, most times when people seem insecure around us, is usually because we're reviewing their content in real time.
And now, because of me, there'll be no more gardening club.
Ow! Ow!
How
Ow!
can a garbage human being?
Ow!
Really, because
Ow! Ow!
I think Aiden just flung dirt into his eye.
No, I flung my necklace into my eye. Ow!
This is why you need glasses.
But then you would chip the lenses. That'd be so much
I like
worse.
to have things in my hands at all times, and I like to play with necklaces in my hand sometimes, and I flung in my eye. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go check to see if my eyes are swollen.
Okay.
Great. The
All
spoiler
right.
guy's out of here.
Now I'm wondering what Yuri's father will be like once he hears that his daughter has died. That's true. We don't know what Yuri's family situation is. Maybe the mother was a single parent. Actually, wait, no, that wouldn't work because the mother has to pass away first. So yeah, okay, never mind.
Get your
like me to
musty,
find one more-
dusty, dirty gloves off of your glasses.
Remember?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's me right now, Millie.
And I
Yeah. Also, if he were if he's holding on to his bare eyes, the fact that he's crying into his hands would not help because then you just start crying even more as a defense. As the
Tie
eyes
into
filter
your
up.
arms or something. I don't know. Just not the dirty gloves that you've been handling so much dirt and stuff with.
Yeah, I like how Aidan was complaining about the hands in this video, but then the hands that we're complaining about, this is a whole different matter.
I couldn't even do a
I think the hands
press
look weird
announcement
too,
this
but I'm willing to look past it.
And I was reciting it all night.
Also, for some reason, I only just clocked this, but you know, with the backwards cap and the and the exclamation mark on it and everything, Millie kind of reminds me a bit of KW.
Wait, is that what you were doing in front of class today?
Visually,
Oh,
of course.
Shoot! Did I interrupt that?
Kinda. I mean...
Oh man, I'm sorry. That's so uncool of me.
No, it's okay.
I was about to throw in the towel anyway.
It's doing a terrible job anyways. I knew I couldn't do it. Oh my gosh!
Don't worry, I'll help you out. Next day, crashes through the door with like a megaphone in her hand. Attention, everyone!
Soldiers!
Club.
Join the gardening club!
Exactly.
There's Elliot! He's my best friend! If you don't join his club, I'll beat the crap out of you!
And that's what does it for everyone. They'll run out of the class to sign up. It's like, and the teacher's like, wait, but we haven't finished yet.
For so long. I'm sorry,
Elliot, shut up and listen to me. We're gonna get you your club members. I don't care how you feel about yourself or what's holding you back. You're not gonna give up, okay?
Man, this is like the reverse of Aidan's attitude. With the same delivery.
Okay, I could never.
Ah, yes, the girl that everyone's scared of for absolutely no reason.
Oh, look at them dreads.
Very smooth, Sean. And yes, also the dreads. You know, see, this is the rosyclozy solution. If Gacha won't provide you with the curly hair, make it yourself.
All right, time to.
Yeah, I do respect those. Like, that's the thing you do with everything, Gacha. Whatever the app doesn't provide you, you find workarounds for if you want it that badly.
Make some music.
Oh, okay. Crack your knuckles. Okay.
Millie, what are you doing hanging there so ominously for?
It's a
oh my
protest.
God, that's not safe.
Yeah, I will say the blood's going to your head, but no, that's actually what's happening right now.
Again.
Also, like the
yeah, her
crossed out.
Yeah, her face is a little red, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, I'm surprised that she crossed out poster on the board, as if like, no, we can't do a poster, despite because one failed attempt didn't.
Well, I mean,
their
poster didn't work, did it? Nobody knows about the music club.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Are you sure that's helping?
Mud fight is the biggest thing on there. See if I can make out anything else in the back of this. Sings about something. Rock show the great. Actually, yeah. I mean, why not? You know, a gig is a good way of advertising it. She does want to perform somewhere. This would be like a decent partnership. Yeah, that's completely fair.
Something about dance.
Face is gonna match the color of your hair soon.
Ugh. Come on, brain, think. How the hell can I make stuff like?
Oh, I just realized she's doing what Varric did in Legend of Korra. It's like, this is how I get all of my ideas. It's like just Julie flips him over. Yeah, I guess that's probably where she got that from.
How the hell can I make stuff like watering and weeding sound fun? I gotta find a way.
Watering and weed? Okay, you gotta explain.
What? Watering and weed? Oh, I thought she was trying to like find like a lyric or something. I was like in my head.
Yeah, I
like,
noticed that Ghost Kitty. I'm not sure why. Is that just an aesthetic thing?
It might be a coloring mistake. That's that can happen sometimes.
Properly for me, Mill.
It's for the gardening club. The guy
I think his head is just lighter or something.
running it is struggling to find more members, and it won't qualify as a club if he doesn't find 3 others. I'm trying to think of a good advertisement idea for him.
This is just Phoenix Drop Days all over again.
Well, if you want to lure people in, I'm sure a garden party with free pizza would work. I tag
Is
along.
there pineapple on that pizza?
I don't know, actually.
Honestly.
I was distracted by the ducks.
There wouldn't be any pizza left if we're both there. What are you doing?
Recording you. I gotta show everyone we got a hanging gargoyle in our club room. Maybe we could lure more people into our club if I post it on the school Gacha book page.
Gacha book.
Wow.
Again, you have the chance to, like, write something currently, and you picked Gacha book. Gacha gram would have made more sense.
Yeah, that would have
If
been.
anything.
Gacha
For the sake of
talk.
yeah, I was thinking, yeah, Gacha talk is the obvious one. But yeah, I went with Gacha gram because alliteration. But okay.
Oh, Gacha gram is way more catchy.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I mean, it's
Got
nothing on
Becky
chat
over
box.
her eyes. I
obviously,
don't think
but,
she's okay.
Yeah.
You okay, Mel?
I mean, all the blood was in her head right now. That's a concussion right there.
My head.
Oh, for Looney's sake. Billy.
And for say, party with 500 plus people. She's going to try and find 500 plus people to invite to a random party in a greenhouse at a school.
What did I say would happen if you use the whiteboard as a
I
club?
love those
That being
dreads so
said,
much.
yeah, I'm living for this, single cam, alteration here.
Timing frame.
We've yet to see we've yet to see like a found footage style Gacha series. I think. Wonder how that would play out logistically.
Still yet to understand whether that thing on Haley's neck is either like a separation of another shirt underneath, or if it's like a gray necklace with no little pendant in the middle. Still have no idea what it is.
I think it is just the I think it's like the V-neck of a different shirt. That was part of like an actual Gacha shirt, so that was one of the faces where it's like, well, what on earth is this supposed to be?
Yeah, whatever, Mom.
Don't copy the gargoyle at home,
Find
peeps.
better uses for it.
Who's he saying? Oh, okay.
This has got to be one of the worst days of my entire life. Just so many embarrassing moments to keep me up at 3 a.m.
Get your hand off your glasses. How many?
I mean, at
Ooh,
least
hey,
at least it's clean
guy.
this time. Oh no! I just saw the person in the back.
Oh, how is she gonna eat that?
I was just
got
thinking.
no
Okay. You know how like on StarKid, there's people who like get meme text. Anyone, please, someone make meme text out of the character in the background with saying like, "How do I eat this?"
Oh my
I'll leave
god!
it on screen for a few more seconds.
Oh no! Anyways, this is the guy I was talking about earlier. He's got a patch of brown in his left eye. His left eye.
Yeah, that isn't. Yeah, that isn't present in the other one. I mean, it's obscured currently, but it doesn't look like there's anything there. Interesting.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, and then I guess his presumably twin sister has heterochromia. Wouldn't be a Gacha series without heterochromia.
For real.
Act cool.
Oh, dumb.
When you can't frame everyone in the shot together, so you splice them together. Yeah, it works. I might emulate that actually. If next time that I can't fit all the characters into one singular shot, I'm just gonna splice them together like that. That's smart.
Bar documentary's airing tonight.
Oh yeah! I'm so pumped! Ah! Watch me become a total Cappy fanatic afterwards.
You mean until the Toucan special next week?
I completely forgot about that! Oh man!
I'm assuming this is a pop culture reference of some kind I'm just not getting.
Christmas really did
No,
come early
they're
this
just
year.
obsessed with animals.
Hey, Elliot.
Hey.
Guess
Oh,
what?
dragon
I thought
fruit.
of the perfect
Yeah.
campaign idea for your club. And no speaking directly
The
to
only thing
human
cool about them
required.
is their name. They don't
My
taste
friend
very
Sean
good.
agreed to help us after school. You free tomorrow?
Oh,
Why speak to people if you can sing to people? And then she
Okay,
remembers,
this
oh
is
wait,
the
we don't have a singer.
microphone. You're on. Go.
It's like, that was brilliant, but I didn't say anything. Don't worry, we got everything we needed. Sean? Yeah, okay, I just start playing on the mix box.
Don't worry, we've got major auto tune. You can even talk normally.
It just becomes like an angelic choir of some kind over like B-roll footage of the gardening club or something. You just hear in the background. Or something.
yeah, I'll be free. Or, well, pretty much any day this year works for me.
Good, because we're gonna create one of the best video advertisements the school has ever witnessed. way more people will be interested instead of a boring poster, no
for
offense,
yelling in
don't
this
you think?
classroom.
What's the big project,
Would tick
Millie?
me off.
Oh, just some big plans for the up-and-coming gardening club that Elliot here is running. You interested?
Oh, so you look after the school gardens, Elliot?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Hey, do you get many garden spiders? Oh, I imagine you'd get full...
This is where the spiders thing comes in. A mere 3 minutes before the video ends, might I add.
Crab and yellow garden spiders. Maybe even black widows.
Yes, you know, all these different types of spiders. Black widow and also green, brown, and yellow.
No, she said wolf spider.
Oh, I really, really want to get more photos for my Gachagram. See?
Thank you!
Oh, there
Thank
it
you! My goodness, was that so difficult before?
Double oracle power. Wow. That one's
Okay, so there was.
adorable.
Okay, yeah. Well, again, at least the size of a palm. I guess that's
You know what?
closer to tarantula size.
I saw another post though. I saw like a smaller white one. That's what I thought that Aidan was referring to. But no, that one's a tarantula for sure. Look at its orange stripes. That's definitely tarantula.
Yeah.
I saw a white
Yeah.
one. I don't know where that one's from.
I'm intrigued by the one that seems to be like camouflaged on the tree trunk as well. Like if that giant thing was camouflaged on the tree trunk, I might have arachnophobia as well.
Yeah, Aidan, you're right. That one's a tarantula. I thought you were talking about a different one.
As in, like top middle is the tarantula.
These spiders be scary though.
Oh, I'm on a previous frame.
Oh.
I think I'm a little bit behind.
Oh,
There we go.
That's a lot of spiders.
Oh my gosh. Faye, stop creeping him out with your spider photos. So, Ellie, is it cool if I call you Ellie?
I like your squirrel logo
Do you get
on
any
the Getting guy's shirt.
in the garden?
Squirrel logo.
Squirrels? Maybe? Will you feed them?
Oh, well, I'm not sure
You
about...
want to spend more time feeding more rodents? You're fattening up our gerbils at home by the day, and now you want to do the same at school?
You've been feeding them my spiders.
You're a danger to animals.
I'm not making them fat. I'm just a feeder. It's how I show my love.
Sorry, I stuck.
I mean, those two aren't mutually exclusive. You can be a feeder and make someone fat at the same time. In fact, that is one of the side effects a lot of the time.
Never get it on you. I can scare them away from the club if they're too much.
No, don't do that. I mean, they seem really cool.
That's too far.
Maybe I believe it.
Why?
I do remember them being quietly interested in what was about to happen in the announcement beforehand as well.
Two want to prattle on about your spiders and rodents, or are you going to listen to what Elliot has to say?
Sorry, got a bit sidetracked there.
Yeah, I'm sorry about them. Would you
I
tell
like
us
her
more about the
overalls.
gardening club?
Her
No
overalls
info
are super
on
cool.
Hmm.
I like
I don't
her
know, man.
overalls.
The overalls and sweater combination. I don't know. I don't.
I
see-
like overalls on characters.
You
Maybe
like
one day I'll
overalls
add
on
overalls
characters?
on
Me too,
Alex.
man. Overalls are a sign of class. High
Oh,
class.
I like
Our
her.
When I say high
again.
class.
Really interesting you say that. The next Star Kid review would be interesting.
Spiders
Is
are
there overalls
squirrels
in the
necessary.
next
Yeah.
Star Trek review? Oh.
Suspenders.
Well, suspenders and overalls are different. Excuse me,
Oh, come
Vaughn.
on.
How
Oh, come on. They're
dare
like
you?
the same thing. They serve the same purpose.
How could you? How could you?
I mean, skirts and trousers also serve the same purpose.
Unless you have any.
Of course. Well, where to start? So, right now, I'm only...
I thought Minnie was about to like write him a script or something and pass him notes before we started talking. But hey, to his credit, he's doing this by himself. When it's just a couple of people, it seems that that's a better method rather than
Well, to be
having like
fair,
everyone there.
Speaking in front of like a large group of people is a lot scarier than one or two.
Yeah, I do remember they actually in order to, but when we had to do like a public speaking module in drama, they actually did get us to they did get us to practice in front of smaller groups first before
build up your tolerance to
yes.
people.
Although also they did go over that there was only a maximum of 6 that you could ever see like anyone's assessments, Which also seems wildly unfair because if you're interested in the topic of someone's actual discussion, want to hear them speak about something that actually if they're passionate about, which is the whole point of doing that, then yeah, you want to be able to have the chance and not be booted out by more people. Or alternatively, of course, if you happen to be introducing somebody to a concept that they might not have heard about and they've probably misjudged in the past, you want to be passionate about and talk about as interesting, like I mentioned before,
Like
i.e.
Gacha.
Gacha, for example. Hypothetically speaking, if you did a speech about that for your assessment, then you might want a few more people who may be more interested in the topic afterwards to see if you can actually spark some more interest other than one person out of the 6 that were there. You know, hypothetically, of course, not speaking from experience or anything.
Why the heck are the top 3 strands on Elliot's head lighter than the others?
We've
You
already
have
covered
all
this.
the other little ones in the back that are darker, but those 3 specific ones have to be lighter. I don't get it.
We've covered this. Look, Dom has the exact same issue here.
No, but like in the back of the head.
Oh, okay, well,
Wow.
same deal, I guess.
I had a full conversation with Fan Dominic. I feel amazing. Maybe I really can do it. Hmm?
Oh.
No. Oh, well, I mean, the last person that looked to him like that ended up being Millie, so I guess this time it's
Going back
probably
to the
for
garden?
real.
Oh,
That's terrifying.
Cool, I'll come with. We should go.
See, there's a character who's actually intimidating, and unlike, I keep forgetting her name, whatever the non-scary girl is from
Yes,
before.
for the shoot tomorrow. Gotta make sure we're prepared to make the best dad in the
Yeah.
world, after all.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's
Okay, I can already hear something I'm gonna in the background that I'm going to talk about in a moment.
hear it? Man, I hope
Ouch.
Sean will bring snacks. I really want those chocolate
looked like it
rice
hurt.
Pepsi packs. Oh,
Probably.
that rhymed.
Wait, no, what rhymed? No, I need to go back. I need to hear that. What was that? What was that, Millie?
Rhyme time.
No! Don't move forward again. No, I'm hearing this.
Pineapple really takes
Garden?
away the ominous look.
Yeah.
Cool, I'll come with. We
Look
should
at
go
the
over
sound he
ideas for the
makes.
shoot
It's
tomorrow.
just like,
Yeah. Also, I like how smoothly and quickly he picked up the apple as well.
Gotta make sure we're prepared to make the best dad in the world, after all.
Yeah, let's do it.
I thought you said best dad for a second. I'm like, wait, no, she said
Ad.
best ad. Yeah.
That's the spirit. Man, I hope Sean will bring snacks. I really want those chocolate rice cakes he packs. Oh, that rhymed.
That was nice. And again, you're packing this as a music freaks thing. The gardening club deserves their own logo, okay? If you want, make it one of its own thing.
So there's one thing about this episode I really liked, and I really like Millie, especially, mostly highlighting her in the second half. Actually, this is one of the times I really liked Millie in general.
That's true because she's in the main series.
In the main series, I feel like she comes off a little too mean most of the time.
Let's call her an acquired taste to be nice.
Yeah. But honestly, I think here she works, especially in the second half. In the first half, her being kind of cold. I think maybe she is some sort of weird social interaction thing. Maybe she's not good at interacting with people and just comes off mean most of the time.
I suppose neither of them are, which in a way means they kind of complement each other.
But yeah, no, I just think Millie works really good in this episode, and honestly, her relationship with him is very sweet. It's actually pretty nice. And it works, plus they kind of balance each other out in a way, where maybe he can make sure she's trying to be a little bit nicer and trying to tell her hey, maybe you should not do that. And
I guess, but
on her end, she shouldn't be more social.
I mean, you say that, but we do know that she still ends up, behaving like that by the time that the music freeze comes around. So it is Jake that's ultimately going to initiate that shift. But in the case of I guess of Millie, we do know for a fact that at some point she's going to develop a crush on Ethan. So she's got an emotional journey of
Ethan. It's always Ethan. Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, let me rephrase that. So we know someone's going to have a crush on Milo. So
Milo. God, I said it wrong once.
Jinx.
And but yeah, she's gonna have a crush on Elliot at some point. So she has an emotional journey of some kind. albeit a different one. So, so we have the character growth and we have the romance. It certainly feels like a Music Freaks product, apart from the fact that it has the same logo and outro, which I feel like we should add, like, it's like its own theme here, maybe, even if it's only going to be used a couple of times, because that's also something else that I found out, that it's going to be, it's going to be a part 2 to this. Well, actually, we saw this at the beginning, so there's going to be a part 2 to this, and then that's the end of the spin-off. I personally think that with this setup, you can probably do, I'd say part 3 would probably be most likely, unless we're going to have like a long episode.
I mean, honestly, I think part 2 may only be 20 minutes, though, if I'm honest, because they already have like 2 members set out, and probably a third member was hinted at with the Pineapple Apple Pen Man. Pineapple Apple Pen. That's what I'm calling him.
I guess it just depends, because I mean, because clearly they're introducing some new complication with whoever that intimidating character actually is.
Pineapple Apple Pen.
Yeah, to like resolve that in like one episode, that might feel a little bit too quick. But again, we'll see what happens.
Well, honestly, I think the spinoff was written as one whole episode, but RosyClozy, much like the Music Freaks finale, writes very long episodes. So
and then ends up splitting them. Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, that's why I think it's in multiple parts. Like, I think this probably was initially planned to be just a single episode, but it ended up being like probably like 40 something, maybe 50 something minutes in length. And RosyClozy is like, maybe to get it out sooner, and to like actually do that, I should just split it in two.
I think 3 is a good length.
Yeah, 3 is a good length for a miniseries, but it probably will be only 2 episodes, though. Would be my best guess.
I mean, like narratively, because we have the setup, and obviously the finale will be the conclusion, but there's not much, in the middle to to delve into. That's what I was thinking of as well, as far as the 3-act structure goes. But again, that might end up being covered. Maybe part 2 will end up being so long that it'll end up getting split into 2 parts itself, and therefore become a 3-part series in general. We don't know for now. As you play, there's a bit more in this video. I think there's like an announcement or something.
I don't think so. I think just the outro. Yeah, no, just the credits.
Okay, I'm just checking, because there's sometimes when RosyClozy would come onto the screen and be like,
hey Rosebuds.
Yeah, or peace out squad fam, or something to that effect. I don't know.
Yeah, I will say a major downside of RosyClozy editing the season 1 character models like into a new style. A major downside of that is the fact that it takes a lot of time to like refit everyone into the slightly altered style with the new hands and the new head models and stuff, and the new eyes and stuff. So honestly, like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's a lot of work that you have to like re-edit everyone to be in that style for just this miniseries. I mean, I guess it's good prep for season 2, but at the same time, you're gonna have to change everyone's outfits in season 2 anyways. So or at least she said she would change everyone's outfit in season 2. Will that happen? I don't know. Maybe she changed her mind, but she did say she was going to change everyone's outfits and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, technically, she could have changed their outfits for this as well, because if it's a prequel, then it could be a case of like, oh yeah, they happen to they dress differently slightly earlier.
Oh, also, there's one thing I missed. I wasn't here for that I wanted to comment on the episode. Sean's hair changed.
Yeah, I love his dreads.
I think his hair is cool, but it's gonna be one of those cases of like the Gacha Club redesigns when we're revisiting like moments from season 1 to be like, oh no, guys, the Gacha Club redesigns, these very different outfits and very different hairstyles are what they always had, even allegedly during episode 1, even though that clearly wasn't the case. But
yeah, it's
gonna be one of those weird things where it's like we're gonna go back to like maybe get a flashback to season 1. It's gonna be like he always had that hair. It's like, no, he didn't, but okay.
That's my biggest pet peeve when it comes to redesigning Gacha characters. When you pretend that was what they were like the entire time. If you're gonna put a redesign in, work it organically into the story. So,
I was just asking about, does Rosy have a team with her? Does she work fully alone?
She has herself and 2 assistant animators. That's all.
I think that part of her team like helps rig the characters as well, so it's not just her just re-rigging all the
If they're
characters.
assistant animators, then that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I would think that those 2 animators specifically work on rigging new models and stuff.
Probably.
Maybe.
Shall I ask? I shall ask pros and cons. All right, I'm down.
So we're doing, but right now, yeah, we're onto the pros and cons section. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, this episode I think is pretty solid. Honestly, out of like the Music Free series in general, this is probably one of my favorite episodes. If not, I would say is approaching my favorite episode of the whole Music Free series as a whole, for counting just with the rest of season 1. I don't know, because I mean, it's just a very chill story, but it's just one of those like fun stories that I think really works. Would this technically work on the main show? Not really, because it's kind of focused on different characters. But you know, the normal.
Yeah, it's devoid of all of the usual contrived drama that Rosie seems to.
And I think
at
that's
times
partially
thrive
why
in,
I
and
like
then
it.
other times decides to branch away from.
I mean, honestly, I also kind of like it's less of a heavy emotional story because, look, okay, as someone who likes to write that kind of stuff and does that stuff on occasion, that's fun and all to do. But every once in a while, I at least want a moment where I'm not having to deal with constant with like a bunch of characters, constant emotional baggage or constant drama between each other. Like honestly, sometimes just in general with stories, I get overwhelmed. When I'm dealing with too much of that at once.
And
like
as somebody who likes to write more lighthearted stories that do veer into drama occasionally, when you do that approach and you do end up addressing the drama, it ends up impacting you a lot more than if you're just used to constantly having, you know, tragedy upon tragedy upon tragedy every 5 seconds. And it's like, well, I mean, yeah, of course, this character has this amount of baggage or something. We've come to expect that from XYZ. So
I feel attacked.
You're not alone in that.
Oh no, Fallen Angels is like near constant drama. Bar take a few episodes where I lighten the drama on purpose. Like that's why, like going back to season 1 of Fallen Angels, that's why episode 8 is so much lighter on drama than normal. Like yeah, you have like the Helen and Diogenes conversation and like Diogenes running into Zach and Trevor and Luna and that whole thing. You have that bit of episode 8, but honestly, episode 8 of season 1 of Fallen Angels is like a lot less on the drama side than normal. Like I did lighten the drama on the first single episode.
Tone of that show kind of like bled into the process as well.
Yeah, and then like in like episode 4 as well of season 2 is also a lot less heavy on the drama because you know it's more of a wackier episode and wackier concept. It's just I do like to every once in a while kind of lighten the drama just for like an episode or two. Or
I think that's
or
also why
before you know going back into heavy drama dramatic.
I think that's also why Harvey is the fan favorite character, because the one that has the that was for the most part the lightest story material.
I mean, technically, season 2 has a bit heavier drama with Harvey with the whole campaign
again
storyline.
For the most part, yes, the
ongoing.
campaign stuff is the exception. For the most part, it's got the lighter stuff going on and the running gags as well.
Yeah.
So, but and actually, yeah, it comes into this is the reason that for stuff like D&D, for example, I had to play characters like Nathaniel, just to reference that quickly, because I know that if I'm gonna get paired up with a bunch of other people who create their own characters, a lot of them are going to end up being edgelords. So it's like, well, okay, there's to be some sort of contrast here, something for people to be like,
not all of us are edgelords. I'm not an edgelord.
Yeah,
I'm a doctor.
I was pleasantly surprised that people didn't go into that direction too much for Quest of the Rising Sun. But for our previous our previous session, the one that we did with Tech, I think was the name of the of the DM, the one that Nathaniel was created for, that was the plan behind that, because I knew that all of you were going to end up being edgy. So
the edge.
Yeah, I had to counterbalance, even if no one was watching that one. And that's why I wanted to bring him back, because it was fun to play. So it does go to show. So yeah, this will definitely stick into people's minds, despite the fact that it's like heavily embedded into like the previous branding, but it stands alone quite nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this. I enjoyed this. It's like everyone's kind of saying, it's very light on the drama scale, and it's kind of a nice change of pace from all the other dramatic things we've had from the Music Freak series like prior. And I really like Elliot as a character. He's quite relatable. His voice acting is stellar, and his interactions are very realistic. I really enjoyed him as a character. He was a tad exaggerated, in my opinion. Just a
Yeah,
tad
I
exaggerated.
did on occasion.
The fact that he just breaks down right in front of Millie, saying that he's terrible at gardening, just a little bit over the top. But you know what? It's an animation, right?
I mean, to be fair, that feels like stuff I would say. I'd be like, when I get nervous, like I do get socially anxious in real life sometimes, but when I get nervous, I do start rambling and stutter.
Yeah,
a
but you
lot.
wouldn't drop to your knees and start crying into your hands.
Oh yeah, probably wouldn't do that. But be like,
just the only thing that I just thought was just a tiny bit off is just the hands. Like the hands looked a little weird, but other than that, this episode was really nice. It was really chill, and I liked the interactions, and I liked the voice acting. Backgrounds were great. Voice acting was great. Comedy was great. Like I really enjoyed this.
Yeah. The bit that felt off to me was some of the writing towards the beginning. The first half of this had some rough moments in terms of the story, or in terms of maybe like some of the jokes or the wording. You know, like what I mentioned before with some of the aspects of the modern lingo, or the fact that Millie just like bursts in without a face. Some stuff like that. Obviously, you know, the dark void that was that locker. Things like that made it feel like, okay. Well, yes, but that's what we do with Music Freaks for the most part. I say it's almost every single Music Freaks review, but the more that we like something, the more that we nitpick it to apply for like the negatives. If you ask about pros and cons, you got to come up with something. So. But yeah, some of that was nitpicking. Some of that was like, okay, this takes me out of it a little bit when it comes to some of the words. But then to the credit of the video, I can't remember precisely what that was anymore, because the second half picked up for that. I think it was mainly after like Elliot and Millie were left alone together that the actual writing picked up, which maybe means that rosyclozy kind of had that idea in her mind when writing and tried to like get to that particular point in the story, because of course, you know, you've got to have like a moment that clicks in your brain to be like, okay, I want to develop, you know, these two more. You know, they're an adorable couple from one thing. They had one episode. What would they be like? Imagine them in the garden. Like, okay, fine, and then lead up to that. But maybe some of the ways that get there were off, but once they did get there, once the other characters were, you know, properly introduced, and once we saw a bit of more how Elliot starts to evolve after that point, then yeah, we got to that's where it picked up. It does make me wonder actually what would have happened if we opened up with Elliot in the greenhouse, remembering the recent blunder that was the attempt of the flashcards in the class, and it just so happens that Millie got punished for potentially beating up that other guy that she mentioned earlier, and that was the starting point of the story. I wonder if that would have actually worked better. That would have maybe made us into one episode. That if to include the whatever's in part 2.
Not really. It would just probably make this like 16 minutes long, and the other part be like 20 minutes.
I think that the reason why it was started in the way it was just to like get a sense of Elliot's character in the beginning, you know, kind of a little antisocial, you know, talks to plants, practicing in the greenhouse, all fidgety and anxious.
Yeah, his internal monologue.
Yeah. I think just wanted to get the audience introduced to Elliot as a character.
Oh, yeah, for that first scene, yes, and then afterwards, what I was saying, like, you know, they could actually, that maybe it would have worked if after that first introduction we have, because he's still in the greenhouse in both of those scenes, then we just cut to that particular point. Not saying that would have been better, but it's a possibility. Something I have to think about a bit more than just expressing it randomly towards the end. Starting to watch Crest of the Rising Sun. Suddenly there at the end of the first stream. Need to fully watch it. Same for yeah. And again, Rip in the Dark, another thing that we've got on the back order. You know, along with Disco Pops and Eurovision Pops, and yeah.
Before we end the stream, do you want to save the music video for part 2 of this?
We don't really watch music videos, do we?
Do we?
No, we didn't, but it seems like people want me to see that. So,
well, I mean, I want to. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to. If not, that's fine.
I guess I'm pretty sure this video is not copyrighted. So,
maybe. I have no clue actually.
Is it an original song? It is not.
Well, it was made by one of the people who worked closely with rozyclozy to make original songs on occasion. I actually loved the song. Like, I listened to it when it came out years ago.
Yeah, I remember reviewing. I remember reviewing a video that that Apex made with it. And I forgot if that video got claimed or not. That's why I'm thinking.
I don't know. I don't know. We can maybe say that for later. Although this video may be claimed in general because it was used for background music in the first scene.
Well, Elliot was talking over it.
It was quite enough and talking over it. Yeah, that stuff's usually fine. Not to mention as well, I found out recently that you can actually mute just the song of something if YouTube has enough information on the actual song, and it can filter that out. It makes the audio sound a little bit muffled, but it's a possibility. So in the future, I'll probably do a few more of those. You know, if we get more other musicals that you know, aside from this one. Because most of the Music Freak stuff has been fine for me, copyright-wise, except for the last video, because that one, the original song was the one that got it claimed. It's like, gee, thanks for that.
Wow.
Oh, well. Time to go back to you. Killing me with cuteness. Guess I am the ghost girl now. Indeed you are.
Again, Ghost Kitty, if you want voice actors for that, I'll record voice lines.
Yep, Aidan did play. I think Aidan did play the doctor in the puppy love scene in the hospital. Well, the second scene in the hospital, really.
Well, yeah, but also just Felix, if Felix appears again, or any other characters I voice act, or you know, yeah, I want to. I could play lines. I could read lines.
I think Aidan just wants to voice act.
I do want to voice act. How'd you know?
Lucky guess.
Oh.
Yes, yeah. Don't worry, yo. There's plenty of characters that have been opened up in Final Break. So
yeah, well, speaking of which, I need to do some auditions for that later today.
Yeah, I'll do those tomorrow. It's too late for me.
Yeah.
I want to audition for Tate at one point.
Oh my god.
We love Tate here. No, we don't love Tate. God, Tate's the worst. Tate is so worst.
Again, there's such a thing as they love to hate.
In the chat? Can we get some Tate hate in the chat?
Oh, hold on a second.
Well, they don't know. I don't think most people here know about the character from Tate in Final Break. I don't think they read the character card. Tate hate.
No, probably not. Most people in the chat currently, no.
Well, then,
okay.
Be sure to check
Josh
it out.
has sent me some more comments from people, so
people say I come off really awkward. You know that I mean no harm. I'm just trying to be myself.
Sometimes I get confused because I can't read social cues.
Yes, listen. Okay, we're gonna do a. You know what? We're gonna do a cover of it one day. It's gonna be great.
I cry with my knees on the floor. I don't know.
I get dirt in my eye.
It makes me wanna cry.
There we go.
I can't wash my glasses anymore.
I have no friends, but that's not okay. I need them in my club because I won't be able to stay.
I have no members. I need more friends.
If I don't get them, the club will end.
Yeah. I'll close my club if there's no more. Although I'd rather be alone. I don't know.
Rather be alone on the floor.
Oh, I just copied the same image twice. Anyway, so here's someone's opened up topics. Elliot and Minnie's relationship. Love how Millie is trying to help Elliot be honest and comfortable in interacting to other students, or rather with other students. But yes, love how Millie and friendship has grown since this great prequel to the present. I love Elliot. He's adorable, and Millie's always cool. Their chemistry is everything, and Elliot being anxious and shy is so relatable. I'm getting the impression with like Elliot with being relatable to like most other people. To me, Jake is the more relatable character personally, but that's because of
You
my
a
own
bully
life experiences.
evil. He a bully. He a bully.
Not that part of him, obviously. Anyway, I actually read the idea of this story focusing on social anxiety, being a sucker for self-improvement stories myself. Expectations will probably be high as he's already an extremely popular character. Must actually be Millie's crush. Yeah, just like the fact he's from one episode. Again, sometimes it's the wholesome characters that make the difference because everyone else is an edgelord sourpuss. Anyway.
Seriously. Where the sun
What color you Bugatti? What color you Bugatti?
Actually, wait, that's speaking of Sun, that's probably why Sunny's my favorite character in
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's probably where all the Sunny love comes from.
Yeah. Because Sunny's literally the light in the darkness.
Character out there.
Exactly. Sometimes people do need the stories where they can see their problems be identified, but also something that will lift them up at the same time as addressing those things.
You always need that balance. Can't be depressing all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like, get me time to work well enough so I can join you on stream. Don't worry, because I don't
know if that would be ideal, since my buns.
Yeah. I plan on. For 1 minute before. Yeah. Well, sometimes we can add like temporary people onto these. That's been fine in the past. Apart from KW's recent appearance, but anyway, I don't think it's there yet. I just have to see. I plan on making my background characters based on characters I used in the original episode. Depending on how many extras you want, you could have them both. Do you know? Anyway, in the meantime, I also on a technical level, I mentioned this before, but the idea of having splicing the two extremes of a shot together, if you want to really focus on the characters' faces rather than just like everything else in the details. That's another editing technique I might actually emulate from this. Not to mention also, considering what 4 just does and considering how long musical episodes take to make, I might end up seeing if I can split some other episodes to parts 1 and 2 in the future as well. See, this is the thing what I was saying before. Learn the do's and don'ts of the people that the people that inspire you in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to go about things, for the sake of your own mental health. Because you have to do everything this person is doing. It's like, if you're not rosyclosy, then you can't, then you can't make something that people will see as the best or something. Yeah,
you're nothing. You're nothing.
Exactly. rosyclosy is to the gacha community what Aphmau is to the Minecraft roleplay community. That's the comparison. And yeah, they both got there through their own merits. But again, the impact, there's pros and cons to being in that position, and as somebody, and the pros and cons of being somebody who is seeing someone else in that position and reflecting on that. It's like with anything, Every artist has that one person that they or multiple people, I suppose, that they compare themselves to, and depending on like the intensity of that comparison. That can either be a good thing or a bad thing. So, use that comparison as well. And remember that, that you're trying to improve yourself, not be like somebody else entirely.
I always like to use the term run your own race. That's one of my good like little motives sometimes. Like if I find myself comparing myself to other people too much, that's the common precept I go for. Just run your own race.
Yeah, absolutely. Okie dokie. Well, I think that's a good ending message. So we're not going to end.
We're not going to end with cancer again.
No,
Cancer.
definitely not. Well, now that's in people's heads again.
Wait a
These people like it's just your opinion.
Run your own race. We'll go back to that. Run your own race, Jack.
Yes.
please. if Siege YT ever sees this video, probably not.